Hey everybody, it's Mr. Brown again with one more photo assignment. This is probably going to be the last photography-based assignment we do this year, unfortunately. And typically this is a really fun, kind of cool one to do when we have Photoshop and we've got access to the computer lab and stuff, but we're just going to do it as best we can. So the idea is that you're going to make album covers for a musician or a group or a band or BTS or whatever that you like, that you care about. You're going to do 3 different ones, and then you'll write a report on them, but you don't have to do the report yet. So you'll come here, you'll watch my video, and then you're going to go to my website, which looks like this for this assignment. I'll scroll down a little bit. So you're going to be making 3 album covers for one group. So let's say you choose Jay-Z, I guess. You would make 3 different ones for Jay-Z based on what his music is like, what he raps about, what he talks about, what his persona is. So I'll talk about this Bruce Springsteen one in a second, but these are just some student ones. Metallica one, student made, slow shutter speed, headbanging. So here's like 3 Taylor Swift examples. This one's not a square, but that's okay. Student made. So that's that's a perfect example of 3 different ones, but they all have the same Taylor Swift vibe. You know, flowers, happiness, and then I'm gonna move down here to. Here's a couple Ariana Grande ones that definitely have the feel of an Ariana Grande album cover. And like a Shawn Mendes one. So normally we do this all in Photoshop. You'd make it 5 inches by 5 inches at 300 pixels per inch. You'd be able to do all kinds of cool stuff in Photoshop. You're not going to do that necessarily. I'm going to talk briefly about this Bruce Springsteen one because in class I would have presented about it and just talked about it. Mainly I chose it partially because you probably have never seen this album cover, most people. At our school, and it's got a definite vibe to it. Without knowing anything about Bruce Springsteen or his music, you would know a little bit about what the music is about based on this. You know, it's got 3 colors primarily in it. It's red, white, and blue. That's not on accident. The lines in the background, people go, oh, that's the American flag. We say, well, not necessarily. It's actually just red and white lines. But we interpret it to be that. Even the lettering is in blue, so it's still sticking with that same theme. Bruce Springsteen already, by the time this album came out, had enough money to buy a new pair of jeans, but he didn't for this photo shoot, right? So this is a worn out where he keeps his wallet in his pocket. That's funny. So anyways, all of it is sending a message about who Bruce Springsteen is, who he wants you to think he is, and how what his music is about. And all of these album covers are the same thing. You know, this doesn't work as a Bruce Springsteen cover. This works as a Taylor Swift cover. So you'll take your 3 pictures for whatever band or musician you choose. You'll bring them into any photo editing software you want to use if you want, or you could just bring them into Google Slides. And I'll show you what I would want you to do here. You would take your photo, just throw it in like you normally would, crop it into a square-ish kind of thing here, so 6. Oh, okay, yeah, cool. And then order, yeah, and at least try to get some, you know, a font on there. You don't have too many choices in here. It's nothing close to what we would have in Photoshop, but whatever works. Then you would do that a couple more times by just clicking plus and blank. Okay, that